Well, welcome, Brick fans, to this edition of the Brick Show.
All right, guys, we have one that, well, none of you can really get right now, but we were able to get it. Some of you may have it. If you do, you probably live in Europe, because we don't have it in the U.S. here, and no one even knows when it's coming out. This is Palpatine's Arrest, set 9526, and I believe it doesn't say on the box here because it's from Europe, 645 pieces. Now, retail price on this, we don't know officially, but I'm 95% sure that it's going to be $90 because it is 90 euros, and typically whatever it is in euro is what we end up paying in US dollars. And I confirmed that. I looked up a couple sets, and pretty much most of the ones I looked up were exact. Whatever it is in Germany or in Europe, that's what we have to pay here in US dollars. So I'm gonna assume this is $90 because most likely it will be. Now, 645 pieces, that puts us at almost 14 cents a piece. So that's a little high, but doesn't concern me. I'm going to tell you why. But I'm not going to tell you why right now. I'm going to tell you why after the close-up. Here we go. And here is Agent Kalar coming with the blue lightsaber, and this is the first minifigure of him that we've ever gotten. And then here he is without lightsaber, and then without his hair, and then from the back, and then here again without the cape so you can see the back printing. And then here is Senator Palpatine with the red lightsaber. As you see, comes with a gold hilt. And closer up without lightsaber. Here is the other face we get and what he looks like from behind. Then here is Senator Palpatine, and as you see, he also comes with the two hands filled with the Force lightning, as he uses twice in this scene. So very cool effect, and I don't think we've ever gotten those pieces in a Lego set. So definitely a new piece that'll probably be used pretty uniquely by mock builders. Here is Anakin Skywalker with blue lightsaber, and then a little closer up without lightsaber so you can see the printing. This is the other face we get him, and this is when, after Palpatine almost gets killed, Mace Windu gets thrown out the door. He does look a lot meaner and darker in this scene. And then from behind, the back printing on the torso. And here is Saci Tin with the green lightsaber. Great looking headpiece there on him. And then what he looks like from behind, you can see the back of his head. It's pretty cool looking. Great art. Nicely molded on that. And this is the printing we get on the back of the torso. And here is Mace Windu with his purple lightsaber. It may look a little blue. It's because there's a lot of light shining through it. But it is a new design. Here he is without holding the lightsaber. And as you can see, no back printing for him. And then lastly, here is Kit Fisto with the green lightsaber. And here he is without holding lightsaber. So you can see the torso printing. And now this top piece, that's all one piece, and it's pretty rubbery. It's not like your regular minifig head. It's made more out of a soft plastic or rubber. And then you look from behind so that you could see his cool looking hair. There is no back printing on the torso. All right, so here is our full Palpatine's Arrest set. And we're going to start with the airspeeder first. This is at the beginning of the entire set or recreation of this area, this office. And this little piece right here on the bottom of the Jedi airspeeder fits right into there, so you could sit it there. Yeah, you could even spin it around if you get really bored. But it's a nice little airspeeder. It's the one that obviously Anakin came in on. He fits in there. And we do get two flick missiles here on the bottom, on the sides. But it's pretty compact, built well. And we do get a little movement here, but not really. And so then the Jedi, Anakin, will come in, and he will go through these two doors, which open like this. And then that makes our way into the next area, which is really where all of the action happens. And I've lined up all of the figures that were in this scene. We have Kit Fisto, Agent Kalar, and Saci Tin, and of course Mace Windu into Arrest Senator Palpatine because they found out from Anakin that he is the Sith Lord. He is Darth Sidious. And so then in this scene, we then have Senator Palpatine taking out these 4 Jedis. Now, he doesn't actually take out Mace Windu. We'll get to that. But he does take out these 3 pretty quickly. So, really cool office. They did a really nice job just recreating this space from the film. I love the desk that Senator Palpatine has. Although I think there's a little bit too much space in between his chair and the actual desk. His hands can't actually reach, which I think the instruction book does have you put it back there, but I think it actually looks better when you put it a little bit closer. It just makes more sense. Great looking chairs here. Great little micro build or just a regular small build that you can make out of pieces if you just probably could figure out just by looking at them there. And there's just a lot of space. That's what I like it. There's just a lot of space for them to move around in there. Now in this scene, we do have Senator Palpatine. He makes his Jedi, or actually Force jump really high, does a couple flips. That's when he takes out these 3 guys with his red lightsaber. And they do give you the ability to reenact that. Both sides, so you can do either side. Both sides do this. So you can set him on there. This probably isn't going to work real well, but yeah, he doesn't flip the right way. But that's what those are there for, to give him the jump to take out Agent Kalar, Saucy Tin, and Kit Fisto. Another feature on this set, there are these hidden areas. We push this up, this comes in, and we are able to fit the red lightsaber of Senator Palpatine in here. Snaps in there, and then you just push it down. Now on the other side, we have another one of these. We push this up, and what goes in there? His Force Lightning pieces will fit in there. Do have a little printed brick there, just a little control panel. I don't know why, but I like these little pillars right here a lot. Not a whole lot as far as accessories, but they do a nice job. If you look from the film, it is a pretty basic looking office space, and they did a real nice job creating it. I am going to turn it around just so you can see it at different angles. And then there is one more feature left, and that is these windows here. Obviously, we know in this scene, Mace Windu is getting ready to take out Senator Palpatine. He is basically kind of like old man style up against this window right here. And then Anakin comes in and ends up taking out Mace Windu along with Palpatine together. But prior to that, as Mace Windu is fighting Palpatine, they take out this window here. So that's how Mace Windu ends up dying. He ends up falling out of that window or getting thrown out that window using the Force from Palpatine. And so they give you the ability to drop that. And the way that we do that, there's this piece right here. We pull that out and it falls. So that's to give the recreation of the shattering of the glass during the lightsaber fight of Palpatine and Mace Windu. All right, some things that I like about this set. There's a lot more that I like about it than what I don't like about it. You get 6 minifigs, and they're all great minifigs. They are all either Jedis or Siths, and they all come with lightsabers. I love that. I love that Palpatine comes with, for the first time ever, a golden lightsaber hilt. That's awesome. I love that we, for the first time ever, get an Agent Kalar minifigure. And so, that's really what is drawing the big play for me in this set. I do think it's priced a little high, but as we know, all of the 2012 Star Wars sets are. And I think the reason why all of the Star Wars sets seem to have gone up in price a little bit, remember, they renegotiated their contract or renewed it, extended the Star Wars license, and that happened in, well, they announced it at the New York Toy Fair in February. And so now this is really the first wave of Star Wars sets that we've gotten after that news came out. And so what I would say to you is prices have gone up, maybe because the other side of the license, the Lucas Arts, wanted a little bit bigger piece of the pie. And so that's going to make prices for you guys go up. That extra cost is being passed on to us, the customer. Which kind of stinks, but that's the way it is. That's the way business works. So, Palpatine's arrest, I think they make up for it, though, in this set. I don't think they do in some of the other 2012 summer Star Wars sets, but this one I think they do mostly because of these Kit Fisto, Sassy Tin, and Agent Kalar. Their headpieces are all very detailed and very nicely molded. So I think that's a big draw. So $90 is a lot, but because of the figures alone, I think it's worth it. In addition to the figures, we get a lot of grays, which typically are the most common colored Lego bricks that we get, but we do get some nice dark reds in this set. We also get some nice white colored, bigger bricks, bigger molded bricks. So overall, I like it. I think because we do get a lot of decent sized plate pieces. So the price, $90, doesn't bother me that much. So on to the ratings. For the younger kids, I'm going to have to go I'm going to go 8 because I think you're going to really want these minifigures. And they include a spaceship because kids tend to like spaceships and vehicles and that type of thing. So that adds to it. What I like about this set is that it's pretty darn accurate. I went back and watched this scene to see how accurate it was. Now here's what I will say. Now this is aside from the set. Okay, we will get to the other ratings. This is aside from the set itself. But this scene in general, I went back and watched it, and if some of the effects, honestly, I can't brag because I have no skills in CGI stuff, but the effects in this scene are noticeably lame. Specifically when Senator Palpatine force jumps and kills Sassy Tin and Agent Kalar. Number one, you're telling me those Jedis couldn't give a little bit of a better fight? They did nothing. And when you rewatch the jump is fast, but he does stand there long enough to where they should have been able to defend themselves a little bit better, and it looks a little awkward. Okay, it just does. It looks a little awkward that those two couldn't put up a better fight. It looks like they're just standing there and they just wanted to kill them as quick as possible to get on with the Mace Windu Palpatine. Kit Fisto hung in there a little bit better, but if you watch his effort, it's still pretty bad. And these guys are supposed to be Jedis. You got to be able to do better than that. Some of Palpatine's flipping and turning and twisting and screaming, that's kind of annoying too. Because he's an old guy and it just looks real awkward. But the features in the set are all there. All the characters are there. That's really has nothing to do with this set. That's really has to do with the film. But that's my thoughts on the film. Go back and watch it. It's on YouTube. There's actually a guy on YouTube that went back and re-edited it. It's just a normal guy like you and me. Re-edited that whole scene. And it actually looks better when he did it because it takes out some of the delays that make it look like, okay, he should have been able to block that, that lightsaber, Palpatine when he's killing those guys with the lightsaber. It makes it seem like, okay, he was too fast, they couldn't block it. Where in the original edit by the one that you've seen, it looks a little different. These guys look like wimps, to be honest. All right, older kids, I'm going to have to do 8 as well. And then for the adults, I'm going to go 9. Now this set in 2009, Lego Star Wars fans voted which set do you want, and Lego gave us 3 choices. And the one that won was the Home One Calamari, which we got in 2009, I believe, or 2010 maybe. And second place was this set. So this set we almost got earlier. But it's cool that they went back and gave it to us anyways. So for the adults, I think you're going to like this one more. Number one, you almost got it. You wanted the Home One Calamari a little bit more, but you did vote for this one a lot too. And I think because of the figures, it's a big draw. You get 6 lightsabers, 6 Jedis or Siths, and you get a lot of nice pieces, somewhat bigger pieces overall. So there you go. Those are your ratings, adult 9, and thanks for joining us on this Lego Star Wars review. Remember, GalaxyBricks.com is our online Star Wars guide. See you guys next time on The Brick Show.